Hello, in this video we're going to be looking at exporting our data to the USB stick using our default settings only. On the PLM Connect portal, the first thing that I would go and do is just go into Setup and have a look at our fields and our growers, farms and fields that we have on the system already, and just check to make sure that all our boundaries are there. The fields in red don't have boundaries, so that's certainly something that I would look to sort out before we export our growers, farms and fields to the monitor. Especially if you're using auto field select, then you will need the boundaries in the software to be able to export out to the monitor. So that's something that if it is important to you, then get that changed. If not, then the all the grower farms and fields will be sent out to the monitor. So just make those checks first. We'll close that down, go back to the main screen and then go export. We'll use all the default settings. There are other videos on sending to the equipment and saving master setup files, etc. So just have a look at those other ones if you want to look at things outside the default settings. We'll go to next. We can choose the growers, farms and fields that we want. I tend to send them all out all of the time, but that's entirely your choice. Go to, if we want AB lines, then we'll click yes. Again, we've selected everything. When it looks at groups and types, there are other videos on groups and types of how you can manage your AB lines depending on the operation that you're doing, especially if you are inter-row cropping or controlled traffic farming, things like that. So just look out for those videos. We want to include the boundaries, and so we'll tick yes. Once we've done that, we'll go to next. We've got the drop down box here where we can have a look at the fields that have got boundaries and check that you're happy with those going out to the monitor, and more often than not they are. We'll click finish, and then what happens is it will download to your hard drive where your download folder is, and we'll click show in folder. And we see we've got a couple of folders in there already. We can just look at the time and the date as to the one that we need and want to send out to the USB stick. We've got our USB stick in the computer already, and what I'm going to do is just format that first because we want to make sure it's clean before it goes out. To do that, we'll right mouse click and go format. We'll click start and then OK, and then all of the data is wiped off it, and we've got click close. Then we can bring back in our USB stick, and we've got our USB drive there, which is absolutely fine. If we go into our downloads folder, we pick the right one and then drag and drop it down onto our USB stick. One thing that I would just do is go right mouse click and then go extract, and we want to extract it onto the root directory of our USB stick, and then I'll go extract. This is dependent on the monitor that you're sending it to, whether it's an IntelliView 4 or 12. They read it in slightly different ways, so they both have the same information. The monitor, the latest monitors have the ability to unzip the CM1 folder, and some monitors don't. So if we do it on the USB stick, you've got all your bases covered straight away. The information's exactly the same, it won't be duplicated, and so that means that now we're good to go. Before you put the USB stick in the monitor, just clean it off. Make sure there's no historical information on there, especially if you've changed field names or boundaries or fence lines and things like that. So clean everything off the monitor, and there's again other instructions and videos on how to do that if you're not 100% sure. Once you've done that, turn the monitor off, put the USB stick in, turn the monitor on, and it will be sucked in automatically, and you'll have your most up-to-date set of grower farms, fields, AB lines and boundaries in the monitor.